Hello YouTube. Okay, this is Signs It, and I'm officially calling this spring in my location. Before I take off on what to plant, what I planted, when I planted it, that kind of stuff, I thought I would go over construction of this hasty table setup because of the questions I received. That, and I didn't cover it when I initially started last year as I was in such a hurry to get going. But as you can see, I went on the cheap. There are systems you can buy, large systems, aquaponic systems, or aquaculture systems, like through Crop King and some big ag companies. But folks might not be, into doing that right now based on the economy. So I thought I'd go over what I did cheaply. These are exterior doors, commercial doors. 78 inches long, approximately 3 foot wide. I don't know if they're 1 3/4 or whatever, but they're good hardy doors, as you can see. I got them at auction for the cheap, on the cheap. They're 2 doors long, and you can see the seam between the 2 doors is right here. What I did was, because there are a couple different methods in growing with these type of tables in hydroponics, and one of those methods being a flood and drain, or an ebb and flow. A flood and drain, you use stacked pipes, and an ebb and flow, you just flood it and it drains out the other side, all on timers. There's also continuous flow and timed flow. There's also deep water culture and shallow water culture. So what I try to do is take the best of these methods that I was able to read upon and give myself the highest amount of flexibility possible when constructing the system, because I was in a hurry, didn't know what the hell I was doing, and wanted the most amount of flexibility because I didn't know what I'd have to do to habitate the fish properly. So what I did was I took these doors and I placed them on these cement blocks. Some of them have rebarb, some of them don't because I'm lazy. Some of them I put them in, some of them I didn't. But at any rate, I gave myself a slight slope from this end to this end for automatic drainage. Just because if pumps didn't work, or hell with the handbasket and I had to do 5-gallon buckets, I could drain it automatically via gravity. So then I took 2x2s and 10-inch boards, built a box of them, and stuck them on top of the doors, which were leveled from one end to the other with a slight decline, as I just got done saying, and then trimmed them out with these 2x2s, wrapped the pipe around them, and that's pretty much the construction. There's a little more slope on that table than this table, because well, there was more digging to do over there. So I attempted to make the adjustment in gravel, and I'll get into that later. That's displacement. How much time do I have? Okay, so that's 3 minutes. Okay, this year, because as I've learned and read, aquaponics or aquaculture, this water-based seedlings go much faster than conventional seedlings that you start indoors in starter cubes or outside that you just broadcast in your media. Rather than take 14 or 15 days, everything's going to be cut 3 or 4 days because of the moisture and the temperature that the rocks generate. So the first I put in here was a Bangkok, that's cabbage, or Wang Bok, I always get that backwards, cabbage, and then some Chinese parsley. These are all low light, cold weather, either spring or fall greenery, basically. They don't like it when it gets hot. So you got to get them in early, and hopefully these will all come out, because again, aquaponics, these will all come out sooner than the 45 to 60 days, they say. So 30 days I could be harvesting this to get a new crop in. That's the whole point of this. Okay, Chinese parsley, a lemon basil, chicory or catalunga, lungana, I don't know how to say it, cilantro or coriander, and dill. Okay, let's see, that's on that side. Over here I have forgotten already. It is cabbage, I believe. No, I'm sorry, mustard greens from India, and all collards and or green. I have implemented the cap again. I am proud to announce that I have ordered from the Farmers Co-op the 1,000-gallon hard-sided cattle trough or watering trough or stock tank as they call it, and that is en route from wherever the hell it's coming from, I think Arkansas or something, and they'll notify me when it's at my local Farmers Co-op and I can go and pick it up. Alright, I don't know the firm price on it yet because of shipping. It is 9 foot across by 29 or 30 inches tall, hard-sided, so we can get rid of the cheap Chinese plastic pool, which has done a great job, I might add, all through the winter. Okay, well, let's see, what else can I say? Algae. Yes, algae can grow faster than the beneficial bacteria. The beneficial bacteria starts to really propagate at 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Algae and the algae bacteria, which is a gram-negative bacteria, it is a hostile environment for the fish. It can grow at lower temperatures. So it is already beginning to propagate, even though my temperatures in the pool and or beds are relatively warm, or cool, I'm sorry. That is, can you see that? That is about 64 degrees up here in the beds. So I don't know if that's warmer or colder, but I've got it right in the flow. So it's about 64 degrees in the beds, and the bacteria can start to grow. The algae can start to grow already. Slime algae, you can see it over here on these rocks. I was thinking you can see that. So look at all that rich organic material in there. Oh my goodness. This stuff is just going to absolutely fly. I've been told that aquaculture in the second and third year of cultured beds, the food growth production is just going to be amazing this year. I look forward to showing everyone. Okay, so at any rate, I have put in what they call, it's a product, or a natural product, of course, barley extract. Concentrated barley extract works with, when the temperatures get slightly warmer, work with the gram-positive bacteria to defeat the gram-negative bacteria, known as, of course, what we're fighting right now, or will be fighting, will be that algae. It looks like I've got the green string algae. I know this because of Florida pools, and I have fought that. So the string algae is rough stuff once it gets established. We've just started to receive warmer weather, hence why I put the plants out and why I'm out here talking to you again. 8:43, and I have covered it all. I'm going to install the long feed pipe as I did on the other side this year down here. We've got tomatoes inside propagating. I'm not casting them out here because I want to try to get some of them going real fast with 24 hours of light, and I may do an inside tour of the little shed that I got where I have indoor lighting where I could start early. So a lot of these starts that I'll be putting out in May were actually started inside. They'll be 3 or 4 inches tall, 5 inches tall. I'm not going to buy them from the store this time because I got heirloom seeds from Alex and them over there at, I think, survivalistseeds.com. We'll see how they come up. I got a buddy down the road that put survivalist seeds or something in, I can't remember, and they come up in 3 or 4 days, radishes. In 3 days they had germinated, popped up, were white one day, in the first day, the second day were the green, and the third day they had risen. So they were standing tall seedlings of 3 days from survivalistseeds.com. Okay, that's it. I'm just about out of time. I appreciate y'all.